part 2 to this after this fight.
Roger that.
Right, cool.
All right, peace. Thank you.
Peace. You're welcome.
Going live right now. You live. So I want to talk about that. You from Dayton, Ohio, right?
Right.
I want to ask you. I'm from Ohio too. I'm from Youngstown, but I want to ask you. Yeah, I want to ask you what got you into boxing. You know, what started you off?
In the 5th grade, I got into a fight with another 5th grader.
Right.
And he beat me. He won. But every day I kept fighting him and kept fighting him. He kept winning every day. But he got tired of fighting me. Like, man, you would be a good boxer. You should join my boxing team. You know? So I started boxing. And then at 14, 2 years later, I win the National Junior Olympics. And they sent me to Ireland for the internationals. And the following year, I win it again. And then the rest is just, I won like every national tournament in the United States that the United States has to offer, like 2-time national Golden Gloves, 2-time national U.S. Opens, Eastern Olympic Trial gold medalist, Olympic Trial bronze medalist, World Goodwill Games bronze medalist, National PAL gold medalist.
Right.
Like every tournament, Silver Glove gold medalist. I won every tournament in the country.
Right. I see that. So in the amateurs, you beat Terrence Crawford, right? Let's talk about that. How was that? I mean, how was
And in
you know?
2005 in Little Rock, Arkansas, I fought a then younger Terrence Crawford, and
Right.
I beat him 5-0. And he admits, like, man, you kicked my ass on that. But he like, what you can't do it now.
Right.
We we in totally different weight classes now.
Right.
But when they came up through my weight class, I handled them.
Right.
Whoever came through the 130, 135-pound weight class, I handled it. I beat Mikey Garcia was also in the tournament. He was in our weight class.
Right.
I beat the guy who beat him. Diego Magdaleno beat Mikey Garcia at the 2005 National Golden Gloves, and I beat Diego in the finals on ESPN Classics.
Right. And you was fighting out of Ohio then, right?
I was fighting, I was fighting out of Dayton, Ohio, but I was representing Cincinnati, Ohio at the time because they paid the way for me to get there, so I represent who who want to see me win.
Right. Understandable. Who was your coach while you was an amateur?
Herb Wilson.
Herb Wilson.
Herb Wilson was the coach that taught me all my fundamentals of boxing and everything like that. Then I had Kenny Milliner and Ron Daniels. Then was my 3 coaches. Mike Stafford coached me in that National Golden Glove boxing match against Terrence Crawford. Mike Stafford is the coach of Adrian Broner, Rasheed Warren.
Right. I know Stafford. Yeah, no doubt. Now you're a pro. You turned pro.
I turned pro, and Coach Ryan, he coached me. But right now I'm working with Coach Diaz, that's behind me, up here in Augusta, in Grovetown, Georgia. Coach Diaz gym is Marcy Boxing right here in Grovetown. He's been brushing me up, polishing me up, getting the rust off, teaching me a few new tricks, and getting me ready for the pros. The training camp here with him has been coming along great. I'm pleased to be here, and I'm lucky to have Coach Diaz as my coach.
Right. So you're learning a lot up there, and so you're in Georgia now in camp, basically right now.
Yeah, I came down here initially with Paul the Punisher Williams. He brought me down here to train. He's a part of the training the camp also, but Coach Diaz is the head coach in the training camp, and that's how we doing it. Paul Williams, he opened doors for me. He get me in shape. He tell me what time to get up and run and how to do things, because he's been the champ. He been there before, so that's a good path to take.
Right. So you had a break in your career.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that break, because sometimes that time makes you better. You know what I mean?
You know, I made a error in judgment, and it sent me to prison for uh uh. Can you see me?
I can see you.
I can't see you. Oh, there you go. It sent me to federal prison for a little while, for 7.5 years actually. Uh, During my time there, uh, I made the best of it. I took advantage of the opportunities that was there. I went to college, you know, 2 credits away from being a graduate at Glenville State College. Uh, I got a drywall certification, welding certification, and personal fitness trainer certification, and a lot of other certifications. I trained, I stayed in shape there, and focused on getting out and being in boxing and being a champ.
Right, right. So now you ready to hit your fight. You got a fight coming up in June 5th. You know, that's what you're preparing for now.
That's right, June 5th in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the Baby Don TV network as well. And what about like who would you see who was your favorite fighter coming up that gave you motivation?
My favorite fighter coming up, I think everybody's favorite fighter was Ali mostly. Sugar Ray Robinson,
Right,
Ali. I liked it. Ray Leonard, you know, Aaron
right,
Pryor,
right.
you know, guys of that nature.
Let's talk about sparring. You getting some good work down there, or have you got good work since you got back to it?
Yeah, I've been getting good work. You know, my sparring partners in the past has been Adrian Bronner, Sean Porter. You know, I spar with the top guys. Coach Diaz bring in some guys that give me good sparring. You know, it's only gonna get better from here.
Right, right, great, great, right. So you're a promoter as well, right? Don't you? You're starting your promotional company,
Yes,
right?
so Royal Boxing Promotions LLC.
You want to tell the people about that, like where it's gonna be at? You know.
Royal Boxing Promotions LLC is a promotion company. You know, it's out of Dayton, Ohio. Um, we was throwing our first boxing match in March, but the coronavirus hit, and it's been here for a whole year or more now. So it was like out of nowhere. It was bad timing, I guess, but we still thriving, we still going, and we looking forward to throwing a first show coming up this year.
Right, that's great. So is Ohio open up yet for boxing, or are they gonna open?
They're gonna open. They got some things like where you can have a 25% crowd capacity at events. So I'm just waiting for it to open up where it could be at least 56, 75% crowd capacity.
Okay, okay. All right, well, that's great. So about this COVID thing, like the COVID, do you think that going into the show, going into your the rules have changed. You gotta take a COVID test and all that. How do you feel about that?
About the COVID,
Yeah, because the rules have changed now. Now you gotta take tests before the fight when you get there, and some fighters, some don't like it.
yeah, I'm abide by the rules, whatever it takes to get in that ring and
Right,
get them W's, them wins. That's
right,
what I'm gonna do. Uh, you know, we ain't got no choice, right?
right. Now you don't, you don't have a choice. I just want to hear your outtake on it. You know. So So let's talk about June 5th in Atlanta at the Congress. Um, you don't know who you're fighting yet, of course. It's still early. But what type of fight you looking for? What type of
You
person?
know, I'm looking for a fight that, you know, what every fighter looking for. I'm looking for a fight where I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna perform, I'm gonna display my talents, and I'm gonna come out victorious. You know?
The reason I say that because what we call like a killer. You know what I'm saying in the ring because you got all the trophies as an amateur. You can fight. You just got to get your rust off, shake a leg or two, and you ready to get in there. So,
Right.
like, that's why I asked that. Some guys want like, yo, I want somebody that at least can come in there because you know, come in there and fight a little bit, and some guys, because nowadays, I don't know if you've seen them, but, there's some terrible guys out there that come in like for a pro debut
Yeah.
or your first fight, so that's what caliber of competition are you looking for?
Right. Well, I'm looking to be the champ. So, man, I want to be able to get to the top boxers at the 130, 135 weight class. I want them. So in order to get there, I gotta climb up. I'm 2-0 as a pro with 2 knockouts. So, this will be my third fight coming up. So I gotta build my record. I gotta get my credentials to where I can call these people out. I can go get these people. I can get these people to box me, and then I can show my talents on them. Other than that, I'm gonna build my record like how everybody do it, how Ali did it, how Mayweather did it, how you know, just how history has shown to do it.
So a lot of like you're 2-0, but you had a break. So when just explain to the fans, the people out there, what level you would have been on if you was without the 7-year break. So because you're 2-0 now, you would have been fighting like Terrence Crawford. That was your era. That's your era right there, right? And
Yeah.
everything under that. But that's where you know what I mean. That's just so they don't understand the talent that you possess.
Hey, if that long break, a lot of things could have happened, man. I would have been at the top of the totem pole like all the other elite athletes. I was the elite athlete. I was the one winning all the belts, all the medals. I was the go-to at my weight class.
Right, right,
So
right. And it don't take much to come get them. You know what I mean? Because of your amateur pedigree. You know what I mean? 10-0, they let you get any of them out there. 12-0. You know what I mean? Because of your amateur pedigree. A lot of commissions wouldn't let a regular boxer do that at 12-0. But with your amateur pedigree, they'll take the chain off you and let you rip. I
right,
hope you know it.
and that's what I'm focusing on.
Right, right. That sounds good. Well, look, man, it's good talking to you. I know you got to train. You said you had to train. You
Yes,
already got
sir.
the gym, so you don't got to go far. And we look forward to seeing you on June 5th in Atlanta, Georgia at the Congress Center.
Yeah,
From
you'll
one,
see me and Coach Diaz. We both will be there.
let's talk to Coach Diaz. Tell us
Okay.
a little bit. What up, Coach?
What's going on? How you doing?
All right. Give me some of your pedigree. I know you done trained a lot. I know you done trained a lot of people, you know.
Yep. Well, I boxed for the Army, and I also trained a lot of kids, all Army. Some of the kids from WCAT, 2003, 2008, 2003, 2004, 2001. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay. All right. I also trained, got some kids, Golden Gloves, Nationals, and so forth.
Right.
And now I'm just living a life. We have retired military, so now I'm just working with kids and pushing them forward. I work with some pros as well, other pros.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. What's some of the pros you work with or have working with?
All right, I work with I had a kid named Fernando. I had a kid named Fernando Bunch. He's 9-0. I
Okay.
got Aaron Casper that I'm working with. I'm working with Travis Peterkin, 16-1. So I got some guys here that can go.
Do you want to tell the people out there, like, if you got camps going on, where they could call you at in case they want to get some work or you want to, this is your platform right now, brother.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm at Grovetown Marcy's Boxing Club. Right now I'm going through camp with Michael, and we're having some fun up here. He's a hard worker, very smart, intellectual guy. Very smart. That's why I took the task.
Yeah, he is smart. I talked to him on the phone. He has a plan, and I'm excited to see it, to see him fulfill it. Well, you know what? It was good talking to you two. Yo, you guys be safe, and we're going to have a part 2 to this after this fight.
Roger that.
All right, cool.
All right, peace. Thank you.
Peace. You're welcome.
All right. If we live, we got the Rockmans on here tonight. You know, we got Pops and Sharif, and Junior be joining us soon.
Yeah, he should be tapping right in.
All right. So yeah, you know, everybody know Pops. You know, Rockman the champ. You know, you knocked out Lennox Lewis, fought Klitschko, Tua. You done fought all of them. Enough respect. You know, I love watching that fight that night. You know, everybody going off on the upset. You know, but that just show you that when it's your night, it's your night. You know, when you determined and you motivated, you're gonna get it done. You know.
100%.
Yeah, and so. We got Island on the line tonight with us, and we got Sharif right now, Sharif Rockman. I want to start by talking about the fight coming up August the 14th. You know, in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Congress Center. You know, you guys are on that show. How's the preparation for that? And do you train your sons as well? You know, as mentor.
Well, preparation is diligent. They training every day. They lining them up right now. It's in the growth and maturation process. They still prospects, so we just training every day, no matter who it is. We so looking forward to coming to ATL and stealing the show. I don't care, no disrespect to no ass on the show, but one of these Rockman brothers is gonna steal the show, and every show they on together. So you know, we ready for whoever. We ready, and I'm training them all. I've been training them all their life, so I'm training them. But I mean, and they know exactly what I want from them, and they go give it to me. And I'm in the corner, and they listen. I'm the only voice they want to hear in that corner.
Right.
I think that shows in how he's raised his sons too. Like I've known Hassan since he was back in the day of Mr. Mac, like in the gym, like in Baltimore, West Baltimore, like as a kid. And look, this man took his kids out of Baltimore. Not only did he become a champ, he became a champ as a father. And you don't see that in a lot of fighters anymore. And that's why I wanted to get you guys together, because as soon as I've been watching his boys going, I've always said, man, I'd like to get these guys, help these guys, because, man, they're going to be superstars just like their father was.
Right. Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, when you got that father and son. There's been a couple father and son training situations in boxing out there, but I think it's a powerful situation when you can hear your father's voice in the corner, because that's a different type of motivation. How do you feel about that, Sharif? Is it a different type of motivation when you hear your father in your corner? You know? That was for you, Sharif.
Yeah, man, like he said, that's exactly what he said. That's the only voice. Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only voice you want to hear, like you said. You know? My father's voice is a crucial voice for me to hear. And whether it's playing basketball, playing anything, it's always been a voice that is always going to steer me right. No matter, my father's going to have my best interests at heart. And not only that, but he's been there. So you can trust what he's saying in the moment. You have to think about it. You just do it. You know, so that's big for me. It's major key.
Okay, good, great.
I think too, Sharif, your father's one of the only people that's got a loud enough voice that you could probably hear him throughout the whole crowd.
Yeah, you know, you got them distinct voices where you can hear, like I can hear my dad every time. I'm hearing, no matter how loud the crowd, how big the arena, I'm gonna hear that voice no matter what. My mom will hear it. All she gonna say is hands up and punch. And that's what I'm gonna do. But my father's voice, my mother's voice, my brother's voice, those are voices that I'll be able to hear whether it's 2,000 people in the room or 10 people in the room. I know those voices.
Well, that's good. I think your brother's here. I think Junior's here as well.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. It's a little choppy, but I'm here. I can hear.
Okay. Oh, Rock, you there too? Okay, good. So the sparring. Did you ever, Sharif? You ever spar your brother?
Yeah, we spar around.
Yeah, the signal.
My mic good.
Yeah, I don't know if you're in the choppy area, but we live, it might be the
I
move.
had to I had to decline a call. My bad. What was that question again?
Yeah, I was saying about sparring your brother. Is it a good? You get good intense sparring with your brother. A little work. I know you have different weights, but I know that had to happen.
Man, we've been sparring since '96. You know, we've been sparring since '96, and we gonna spar until it's over. It's always good work with the brother because you know their best, their strengths, their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good. It's always
Right.
good. It's always. Uh,
Is Junior here? Is Junior you on there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Hey, how you feel? You getting ready for August 14th in Atlanta, Georgia?
Absolutely, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. As soon as y'all let me know where to send the people for the tickets, it's gonna be up because I got a lot of people that's trying to come out already. I got people buying plane tickets already, and they're ready to see a show.
Right. Yeah. So let's talk about your preparation. What's your motivation in boxing to keep you going? I know your father was a champ, world champ. Everybody knows him. And his son Junior, and everybody's looking, to see what you're gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? So what's your motivation into boxing other than your father being a champ and being by your side? Because that's all you really need right there.
I mean, my father made history in this sport, so it means a lot to me to set my mark and make my name one that's not to be played with. That's what he stood for. Nobody played with his name in the game, and he always gave it his best when he went out there, man. He represented not only his city, not only his country, but he represented Muslims, and he represented our family on top of that. So that's what I look to represent when I step into the ring, and he instilled that in us our entire lives. So inshallah, we keep securing victories and we stay healthy because that's what we've been praying for. And Allah is the best planners. So whatever His plan is for our family, we just gonna rock with it.
Right, understandable. Let's take a look at that legacy a little bit. We'll show the fans how real it is. It's a family thing, and how I can see the picture being painted. Your father set the paint out in the canvas, and you guys are going to add more ink to it. But let's let the fans take a look at this right here. We're going to cue something up.
Got caught with. Oh, he's got it! He's got it! He got Dennis.
I know you remember that man right there.
It is, and Lewis has gone. Lewis has gone. It's another upset of immense proportions.
Yeah, that was a good night of boxing.
Looking
Right
back
here.
at that, it seemed like a long 10 seconds looking back at it. Like as I was looking back from remembering where I was and what I was doing at that time, there was a lot happened in that 10 seconds. And as that 10 seconds was being counted, I know we all could feel it. My father, me, and Sharif, I know we all could feel our lives were changed forever at that moment, right? In them 10 seconds, our lives were changed forever right there.
Right, and I can almost be the world champ. Everybody got to recognize Rockman, the world champ, knocked out Lennox, and Lennox is one of my favorite heavyweights too. So when you out there and knocked him out, I was just like, oh, and I knew it was gonna be a good fight, But,
Hey, I got a story about their father real quick. I had Jesse Ingram, a young manager from the DC area, took me to Sugar Ray's because I was supposed to spar Melvin Foster. Well, Melvin wasn't in the gym, but Hasim was. So he said, "Oh, we're gonna get you some rounds with Hasim." Like, now Hasim was, heck, this was, how old were you, Hasim, when you started over Landover? Well, I don't know how old he was, but this was young in his career, and I just remember sparring him, and man, this kid hit like a mule. And I used to think there was a kid in DC, Boone Poltz, that hit pretty hard, but man, this power was just unheard of in both hands. And man, I went home. I remember telling my father, "Dad, I just sparred. I swear, I'm gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world." And then when you just watch these guys growing up in your neighborhood, in the area you grew up in, man, it did. It changed Baltimore. It changed boxing. It changed everything that Baltimore was about. The heavyweight champion. He solidified that the best fighters come from Baltimore. And he brought a lot with that. So he really did. When you say change history, he changed history. And I think both his sons are going to add to and have their own history, and not under the same name, but under the same talent.
Right. So I got a question. Once you guys become champs, like your father, you know, what would you want to fight out of? What state would you want to fight out of? You know, where would you think your home would be to draw your most fans, where your support would come from?
Yeah, I think it's always gonna be Baltimore. It's always gonna be where we originated, where we come from. That's where, you know, I got family. I can fill a stadium with just family. How big my family is. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be Baltimore, but I think it's gonna be multiple places. It may not just be one place. Like Vegas, these people all talking about here. It's a lot of people love us out here. I love California. So I'll fight anywhere. My next fight is actually gonna be in London. In 2 weeks, I'm fighting in London. So wherever they love me, I love them. So Baltimore is always the home base, but I can't call it. I think I can see myself fighting a lot of places. Maybe even Dubai, Saudi Arabia. You know, we got Muslim heritage, Africa. My father fought in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Ali fought in Africa. So it's like, you just never know. Wherever they love us, we gonna let them.
Right. Okay. Junior, have you ever sparred your dad?
Have I ever, excuse me?
Have you ever sparred your dad?
Yeah, I sparred my dad a lot of times.
I mean, I was going to ask that. I said, is that how, I mean, when you come in the gym, like, what's the first thing going through your head? You know what I mean? Like, when you first spot him, you know, the first time you spot him, what was going through your head when you know you was about to get some work with your father?
I mean, I was just focused on not getting hit. I was just like, you know, I wasn't trying to get hit by him. I've been hit by him, you know, in other ways, so I knew I didn't want no trouble with the gloves.
Right.
Just did my best to you know, stay out the way of getting hit. Even though to this day, I still don't think he's hit me as hard as he can. Like, he's tried as hard as I think he's tried, but I don't think it landed. But I don't think he's hit me like as hard as he could. Only but one time. One time he hit me with a hook, and he kind of took both of my feet off the canvas. We ain't gonna talk about that no more. But yeah, that's the rock right there.
Well, he used to hit everybody in the gym as hard as he could.
Were you 6'3"? You're 6'3", you know, right now at 260, you know, and Pops was 6'2", so you're definitely taller, you know. Your weight went from 230 your last night to 260. Is that more muscle you building up? Is that part of your condition? Because I noticed you gained 30 pounds.
I don't know who told you that I was 260 pounds, but you was misinformed, my good brother.
Okay. So 234, 235 is your weight.
No, I fight. I will be campaigning in the Bridgerweight division, which is 224 pounds.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Good. So you ready for August 14th in Atlanta at the Georgia Congress Center? It's going to be live on video on TV.
I think it's gonna be a phenomenal show. Just because my brother and I have been waiting to fight with each other again. We on separate cards a lot, but we rarely get to fight with each other, and it's always a show when we do. So I think that
We got a lot of love in Atlanta.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of love and a lot of people that show up, and just the amount of love and the energy that's gonna be in the building. I can't wait to get the people what they come to see and what they're gonna pay to see.
Right. Looking forward to it. Once again, it's going to be live on Baby Don TV right here, August the 14th, coming from Georgia Congress Center. You know, we got the father, the sons. They all going to be in one venue, one ring, you know, and maybe in the future we can get you on there with your opponents once you get matched up. I know you don't know you're fighting yet, but, you know, once you get matched up, you know, we'll maybe get another interview in. But, Pops, you want to say something out there to the people in Atlanta? Let them know.
Yeah, I just want to, I just want to say, I don't want y'all to hate me, but Holyfield from Atlanta, and I wouldn't mind getting us two on the card.
Shit.
You know, I want that type of smoke. I want to knock somebody out when my kids knock somebody out, and who would be better than Evander Holyfield?
Well, maybe we could do that on the same show, August 14th.
That's what I just said. Let's put something together.
All right. Well, hey, we're gonna leave a question mark right there. I'm gonna see what I can do on that. That sounds real good, real interesting.
Somebody call Triller real quick.
Hey, I gotta tell y'all something. If Pops is fighting Holyfield again, then I got to fight Holyfield's son. I got to fight Holyfield's son on the same card.
We can do the father and son thing.
Young Holy versus Sharif.
We can do it.
Champ versus Holyfield. That'll be it.
We
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
And if Holyfield got any nephews, Holyfield got any nephews, then Junior fight him.
Man, I'll fight nephews, cousins. Whatever the case may be, in-laws, outlaws, it don't matter. Line them up.
You know they call us the firefighters, right?
The firefighters.
Yeah, we want all the smoke.
You heard? All the smoke. I feel you, champ. You know, I was thinking about that fight, Sharif, when you said that, because when y'all was on there, I said that'll be a good fight, but I know it's young in y'all careers, and a lot of promoters don't want to put y'all in there now because of y'all names and y'all prospects.
That's what's wrong with boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think boxing needs to change and let these young guys rip. You know, let it go where it go. But
if you don't want to compete, just say that.
Right.
I told Cedric, this is rare. I've watched you guys get on cards, have contracts, and then fighters back out the night of a card on.
I think I might be the most fighter that's happened to in the past 4 years.
Well, you know what? We're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. We're gonna be the first promoters to get you guys back together and run your name together and show your guys' potential together. Because, like I said, you guys are a team. And I've watched what your dad has done with you guys since you guys were little kids, man. And not do you just owe it to your dad, but you guys got that natural ability, and you guys are definitely going to become champs. Sharif, it was great talking to you earlier.
I have a
like
question.
I said, you got a lot going on, man. So you guys are going to do bigger and better things than just boxing. I tell you.
Hey, listen.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
You guys have I have a team that's already ready to push out all the information. So if somebody could DM me on my Instagram @_junior, the information, the website that the fight's gonna be at, and the name of the venue, and any information on when y'all gonna be able to get tickets, because I got people right now that's ready to buy tickets already. Y'all can let us know how to get that out to our people. That would be great, because we ready to rock and our people ready to rock and get their arrangements made. That would be awesome if we could get out to them all the ways that they could either tune in online or they could pull up to the fight. And if there's a capacity, we would probably want to know, because we got a lot of support out here.
I think it's going to be wide open. I don't think it's going to be no restriction.
Right.
No, it's
right, champ. It's going to be wide open. You're right, guys. It's going to be a 9,000-seat venue, the Georgia Congress Center. The fight will be at the Georgia Congress Center in Atlanta, August 14th. The weigh-in will be live on babydon.tv, www.babydon.tv, and it's also available on Fire Stick, Roku, so fans can tune in and watch it there, so it's definitely going to be on streams, but you will get a DM, Junior, with that information as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all being on here tonight. I'm going to call this the Father's Day edition. We're going to give it to the fans early, but we know one thing, that y'all want all the smoke. The Rocklands is the fire.
Yes, sir. Already. For every father that has a son that looks up to them and for what they do, for every son that has a father and looks up to them for what they do, that's what we're doing it for. And even for the people who don't have a father, look at what we're doing and make it better for your son. Like our father made it better for us. And we're going to make it better for our sons, inshallah.
Y'all speak so great, man. You guys speak so good.
Very well said. Very well said. Well, guys, I appreciate your time. Like I said, we're going to have you on here again leading up to the fight August 14th. That's going to be live right here on Baby Don TV. And you guys be blessed. And thanks for coming out tonight.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us. Can't wait for
All right,
Baltimore in the building.
All right. They want all the smoke, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. The Rockmans. And they're going to get that smoke. We're going to find the smoke for them so they can put the fire there.
Call a fight with us. Derek Rosie Anderson, right now better known son Jerron Boots and his boots. And also will be conducting some news for us. It's boiling around the internet the past week or so. Right hand down goes to Cinco. Through the ropes, through the bottom rope, and he looked like